The full moon on May 1st helped bridge the numeric energy between April and May. It illuminated the entrance for the 5-5 portal activations, which will be occurring on May 5th, 2026. And this lands on a master number 11 universal day. Sorry for that pause. The significance of the 5-5 portal entering our orbit on a master number 11 universal day points to the enormous amount of energetic power directed by the cosmos that will enhance our lives in the areas of intuition, intellect, illumination, and innovation, the four I's. Those who have a life path number 5, 1, and master number 11 will feel the strong impact and have an easier time integrating these qualities into their life. In numerology, the number 5 represents motion, change, fierce winds blowing, travel, and in spirituality, it is referring to the fires of transformation. So when it's doubled, as in the 5-5 portal activations, these powers will be multiplied. I'd say doubled, but it's going to feel more like a multiplication of energy. Hello and welcome. I am Sara Bachmeier with Egyptian Numerology. I want to thank you for joining me today. I am the author of Egyptian Numerology, Emergence into the Fifth Dimension, and The Path of a Wounded Healer. Liberation is for the asking. Both of these books channel the importance of your soul life agreement and the advancement of your sacred mission here on earth at this time. Egyptian numerology is not about the mythology of Egypt, but rather the divine wisdom that has filtered through the ages and is embedded within the cellular memory of all those willing to open their hearts and minds to embark on the journey of remembering who you are and why you are here. The Chinese symbol for 2026 is the wild fire horse, which serves as the spiritual phoenix and teacher for the awakened ones. The wild fire horse, and the 5-5 portal activations share the same representation of freedom, movement, travel, spirit rising, change, and transformation. Because we are currently in a number 1 universal year, it's going to be pointing toward the importance of focus and determination. The number 1 is like an arrow that needs to be directed with precision, focus, determination, and purpose to land its target. If you've been working with me, then you know that in Egyptian numerology, I often describe the number 5 as being similar to the element of fire. Fire is the 5th natural element of our planet and represents the essence of spirit. I love that. With all this symbology, how does it relate to you personally? What do these symbols mean to you? Fire, spirit, freedom, transformation, horse, travel, wind, the phoenix, and unbridled joy. The freedom expressed this month can be found in the willingness to direct and be productive with our inherent free will. Although many believe in the free will theory, we often find it almost impossible to experience true free will if we don't master our mind. And the reason for this is because if your mind is not tamed to follow one master, it is highly prone to respond to many distractions that won't serve your highest good. In essence, a busy and undisciplined mind is in constant search for divine guidance. When it jumps from past, present, and future, whenever it is triggered, it desperately goes on a rampage to find its ultimate authority. But it won't find it if we don't learn how to direct it. It will continue to bounce around from one thought to another, producing mental fatigue and constant search for its true master. Once the mind is embraced by its master, which is you or me or us, it becomes an effective ally and tool to expand the mind to reach and experience unlimited powers. Once we become the true master of our mind, we have regained free will. I bring this up because the 5-5 portal initiations will generate movement in your life this month, and it is similar, and it can be similar to a tornado or a fierce wind blowing. It promotes big changes to occur, and to utilize this kind of power, we must become the eye in the center of the tornado. It will be so much easier to harness the number 5 energy and direct it if we learn to be still. And meditation in its various forms will help direct these changes to manifest the most crucial positive results. The energy this month responds favorably to your intuition because the fire horse is guided by spirit. If you have a tendency to be only motivated through the fear factor, this is the time to let go of as much fear as you can and be inspired by your intuition. If your thoughts are not disciplined, you will find yourself in constant motion and in the doing mode rather than being. The fire horse asks for intuitive and precise direction. Just like fire, the horse thrives in motion and if left unattended, it can become unpredictable. We can use her essence to purify and cleanse areas of our life at a phenomenal rate. This energy comes as a gift to motivate our purpose. Fire is the metaphysical symbol for spirit, and we can use the flames for healing, motivation, purification, and power. The flames can be any color. They can be green for healing, violet for transformation, yellow for empowerment, blue for strength, gold for wisdom, and so on. So spend some time talking to the fire horse this month and ask for a message. Use the horse as animal wisdom. Where does it want to take you? How can you use it as a vehicle on your spiritual journey? Now, this is a true story that happened to me, and I want to share it with you. So the day that I channeled the information for this video, normally I channel my information when I'm hiking out in nature. And for 2 years, almost every day, I've been hiking on a path close to my house. And in those 2 years, I've come across maybe a horse and its rider on 3 separate occasions. But the morning that I set out on my hike to channel the information for this video, I asked the wild horse spirit to share with me her wisdom. A moment or two after I made this request, there were 5 horses and riders coming toward me. Now, this cannot be a coincidence. The fact that the number 5 and the fire horse share the same energy and purpose, I was instantly transported to receive the following information from the fire horse. The wild fire horse medicine appears this month, and you can feel its presence in the fierce winds of change. Fire is the 5th element of nature and represents spirit. Wild symbolizes untamed or unbridled passion. Its beauty surpasses the timid imagination and opens the senses to an ominous presence. She embodies the freedom of being undefined. She encourages us to remove any identity that we harbor that locks us into a cage and forbids us to explore unfound territory of consciousness. This includes the masks we wear to protect ourselves from judgment. She wants you to move freely and forge paths without boundaries. When you live a life that is healed and true, there is no longer a need to fear exposure to the outside world. When the fire horse comes, whether through the wind, your dreams, or your unbridled passion, it releases a cellular code that opens gateways to uncharted dimensions. I love that. So ride with her, trust her, surrender the need to control the destination. Only be curious about how much deeper you can release your comfort. Let your spirit collide with her wisdom. This month is about allowing motivation into your life. You may find yourself alternating between movement and integration. Those who have been on the ascension path for quite some time will intuitively utilize the fire horse medicine and channel it through the spirit realms. And those who are still weaving through the elimination of old stuff will receive the energy and the inspiration to rise above present day difficulties. Progress this month is based on your readiness, intuition, and the willingness to make a difference in your life. The multidimensional levels that have been working with us diligently these past few years have been helping us to prepare to receive more light in our physical body. The multidimensional realities are not described as being in a higher realm as much as it means that these realms are less dense than the one that we're presently in here on Earth. If you visit these otherworldly realms, you will instantly bring a level of euphoria into your systems. The reason for this is because you are experiencing a less dense dimension. They don't carry or embody the energy that we're used to. If you observe these beings in their environment, you will notice that the words trauma, deception, anxiety, restlessness, poverty, disease, greed, and death are not part of their vocabulary, mainly because they don't experience the density or the dense layer of energy that our earthly culture cultivates. They know all too well the dark ages that we're living in, and they are here to lend their experience, their knowledge, wisdom, technology, and most of all, their love. Manifestation is happening instantaneously lately. You've probably experienced this. When you are aware and an awakened soul, you recognize the experiences that come into your field as a direct result of your inner affirmations and subconscious mind. Even the most difficult situations or triggers that arise are caused by your subconscious mind. If you transfer the emotional barrier into a neutral state, you are removing the blocks that stop you from manifesting what you desire. When you refine your energetic field, you are more aware of what triggers you emotionally, right? So this month, develop a great sense of humor and greet any radical emotions with the most patience and kindness. And most of all, it's important to stay centered this month. When working proactively with the number 5 energy, it is vital to find your center and be the witness of all the changing chaos around you. In this way, you don't get swept up with unnecessary distractions, and you will conserve your energy for those things that truly matter to you. Obviously, the numeric 5-5 portal power of this month is phenomenal and at your disposal. No matter where you are in your spiritual journey, there will be movement, mystery, and magic. I hope this video has awakened the memories of your soul contract and will guide you to find joy in the adventures that await you this month. So if you resonate with this video, let me know by liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting below. If you want to learn more about Egyptian numerology, please visit my website at egyptiannumerology.org. I hope you have a wonderful, exciting, adventurous month of May. Namaste.